According to prominent researcher David McCarthy, the Brasher EB Punch-on Breast Doubloon is the first truly American coin and the forerunner of all gold coins struck by the United States. With the history surrounding the coin's origins, its distinction as the product of the first issuer of private gold coins in America, and its status as the first gold coin depicting specific American themes, the Brasher EB Punch-on Breast Doubloon is arguably the most important coin in the history of American numismatics. In 1787, Ephraim Brasher, a prominent New York City silversmith and goldsmith who also happened to be a neighbor of George Washington, produced a small number of gold coins. The fact that most of the surviving coins attributed to Brasher exhibit some amount of wear indicates that they spent some time in circulation. The unique EB on-breast coin has been graded AU50 by PCGS. It is believed to have been made prior to the other 6 known Brasher doubloons, which have the EB punched on the eagle's wing. In January 2005, Stephen Contursi and Donald Kagan paid $2,999,000 for the legendary coin at a heritage auction. At the time, it was the second highest price ever paid for any gold coin. Steve Contursi is delighted to partner with the American Numismatic Association to give coin enthusiasts and history buffs the opportunity to see the beautiful and historic EB on-breast Brasher doubloon. In this exclusive interview with PCGS President Din Willis at the Sacramento ANA show, he recounts the colorful history of the coin and describes just how exciting it was to be able to submit the winning bid. For more information on the Brasher doubloon, visit PCGSCoinFacts.com.
Hi, I'm Din Willis with PCGS. I'm with Steve Contursi, the owner of Rare Coin Wholesalers. Hey, Steve, how are you?
Don, how are you?
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure.
No, thank you so much for displaying your wonderful Brasher doubloon here at the ANA in Sacramento. I remember the auction where you bought it a few years back. That was really exciting. You want to tell us about how you came to acquire this coin?
Very interesting story. The morning of the auction, I had no idea that I was going to be the owner of the Brasher doubloon. And I was sitting in the auction room, and it started off, and it just seemed like a really good coin to buy. And the levels didn't, I thought it was going to bring a lot more, and it didn't. And I just raised my hand, and I know there was people on the phone, and that minute or so before they pounded it down, my heart was palpitating, but they knocked it down, and this was over 6 years ago, so it brought $3 million.
What did it actually sell for?
$3 million. Well, if you add up the total, was $2.990 million. So $3 million. Yeah.
I know my heart was beating. I was sitting a little ways away from you, but it was very exciting.
It was exciting.
So what have you been doing with the coin since then?
Well, since then we've had it on displayed at shows like this. We actually built this cabinet. It's a period piece from the 1700s, and we thought it would be displayed nicely in more of a piece representative when the coin was made. We've brought it to ANAs a couple of times. In fact, usually we just bring it to the ANA conventions, no matter which city that they're at, so that as many people can see this great historical treasure. Yeah,
that's really neat.
Yeah.
What I mean, it's such a famous coin. What can you tell us about the coin itself? I mean, this coin was made in like 1787.
1787.
Right?
It's unique because there's 7 known. This is the only one with the Ephraim Brasher counterstamped his initial on the eagle's breast.
Yes.
And all the researchers clearly state that this one was the first one made prior to all the other ones. They could tell by the disintegration of the dies.
Yes.
So this is the first gold coin made with American motif. It has the eagle, which is a prominent figure on most United States coins. It has E pluribus unum, many for many one. It has 13 stars circulating around the eagle's head, which means represented the 13 original colonies. It has, interestingly enough, because I have to say this, I also make wine, and we named our brand Arrow and Branch. And the reason why we did that, because if you look at the eagle, which is now pretty common in all eagles in the United States coins, in one colony he's holding a cluster of olive branches.
Yes.
And the other colony is holding a cluster of arrows.
Yes.
Which means that we're a nation of peace, but don't screw with us because we will defend ourselves. So
True.
that and many other things signify the American motif in this coin.
Well, as you were saying that, I'm thinking like Steve Contursi, a man of first.
Yeah.
The first gold coin. You owned the first 1794 silver dollar for a few years.
First dollar ever struck.
That was fantastic.
And
so,
the first proof set ever made, the King of Siam proof set.
That's true.
But that's since long been gone.
Yes, okay, well, great. Yeah. Steve, thanks so much for allowing us to see this fabulous coin, and all the members of the ANA to be able to see this coin. This is really terrific.
Perfect, my pleasure, buddy. Thank you for having me on.